All right, what is going on, Leos? Welcome back to the channel, Elevated Spirits. It's Jazi, your favorite Cali reader. This is just a random reading that Spirit channeled for me to do for you guys today. Really, it's not. I'm recording this obviously in December, but this reading is more so intended for those of you that are going through a rough period right now. Those of you that are needing or seeking some type of encouragement, some type of enlightenment. Seeing things, some type of like maybe assistance in seeing things that maybe you're not able to see right now. And it makes sense after when I pre-shuffled, during your pre-shuffle, the cards that did come out face up. The one that came out face down, I left it that way, but the others came out face up, so I left them that way as well. But for those of you, it makes sense where things right now may not be very clear about what's happening, what's going on, if you're on the right path. So this reading is for you. For those of you that are seeking maybe a bit of encouragement, like I said, or some type of awareness about what the hell is happening, what's going on, what do my guides need me to know. For those of you that are maybe having a difficult time connecting to your guides, or maybe even receiving the messages, let alone following them, this reading is for you. Okay, so I pray that this reading touches those and reaches those that need the messages. And I just ask for you to allow yourself to be open and use your own discernment, meaning set your intention before you get into this reading, before we even get started, to be able to take the messages that are meant for you, the bits and pieces, if that's what it is, and leave the rest for someone else who might need it. Okay, so automatically first starting is numbers 5, 40, and 48 may be of significance. You guys might be seeing those numbers. They may be of significance. So automatically fives represent change. Things, there may be some conflicts, but I feel like for a lot of you, this is more so talking about changes. It definitely feels like you guys are maybe in a dark period right now. We also do have the card 22. So some of you may be a life path 22. You may be seeing 222. But this is, and we are, and it makes sense, reflection, winter. Okay. We are in the winter season, at least, in the States. We are in the winter season. So for some of you, this is really a period of reflection. I feel like some of you are maybe already doing this, or maybe being guided to do this. It does definitely feel like you guys are in a period right now of maybe some type of intense dark night of the soul. That's not going to be for all of you, but it definitely feels like some of you are experiencing that with this darkness card here. Some of you, I feel like, are definitely going through a major transformation where you guys are kind of like maybe still in that process of, like the sun hasn't come out just yet. Okay. And I feel like this is just a period to remind you that you are growing, that things, even if you can't see it, this is your reminder, or for some of you, your confirmation, or your, indicator of like, what the hell is going on? Why do I feel like I don't know where I'm going? I don't know what to do. I don't know what the next step is. This is, I feel like for some of you, what's happening behind the scenes here. This is what your guides need you to know, that even if you can't see it, it's kind of like when you plant a seed underground, right? And before that, that process of after you plant the seed and you're watering and you're putting it out in the sun and you're letting, kind of like Mother Nature take its course and do its thing, that process, that in-between process of actually planting the seed and actually having the sprout come up through the dirt, that's where I feel like you guys are at right now. So this is a beautiful period of, reflecting, really going within, taking the time to, really, I feel like some of you may be journaling, or maybe you're guided to do some journaling. Is a beautiful way to, release and get out energy, like purge energy. Even if it's just, it's like allowing yourself to write without any intention. Sometimes intention is good, like having a reason why you're doing it, but sometimes writing just because, just to let whatever needs to come up and come out, be expressed in that way, is also a beautiful way as well. So that way you're not overthinking, you're not letting your shadow, kind of cloud that process of releasing. So I feel like some of you, your dreams are definitely prominent at this time. I feel like your dreams are definitely talking to you. And what was coming to me when I saw that card right before I started recording, some of you may be having a difficult time maybe recalling your dreams. So for me, when I was having that problem as well, I know that part of that, so for those of you where this might resonate, if you are one that indulges in, herbs, as in AKA marijuana, that could definitely be playing a part in, for those of you that are having a hard time recalling your dreams, or remembering, like knowing that you had a dream but can't remember what, the details of it. And for others of you who feel like you haven't had a dream in God knows how long, that if that is something you indulge in, that is a one for sure indicator that is definitely keeping you from recalling your dreams. I know, because I've been there. Now, that's, like I said, not going to be for everyone, but for those of you that where that resonates, that message is definitely coming through as well. So I feel like for those of you, I feel like some of you are definitely coming, you know, or in this period right now of things that, excuse me, things that are coming up right now that are asking you to look at it. Okay. So whether this is habits, things that you've been doing, old ways of being, thinking, all those things, I feel like this is a period to really reflect on, do those things still serve me? Do those things still align with who I am, with who I'm trying to become, with my goals, my desires? I feel like you guys are really in this period of growth where things that, you know, maybe once worked are not working anymore. And so I feel like some of you, you're really being asked to, you know, really step into this newer version that you're being guided to, or being kind of like nudged into becoming. Okay. I definitely feel like order is being restored in your life, meaning that if things have been kind of like up and down and a bit tumultuous, that is going to start smoothing itself out. If it has not yet already, that is definitely on the horizon for you. But it is, you know, the changes that I feel like you guys are being guided to make, it is going to require your action though as well. Okay. I definitely feel like some of you also do have some blessings that are coming in that may, I feel like, reestablish or restore stability for those of you that have been kind of like feeling like your foundation is a bit shaky or not, you know, as stable as it could be. And I'm getting that because we have the 22 here, and at the bottom of this deck is also 22 with blessed. So I definitely feel like I said, you guys have blessings that are coming in, or at least some type of, you know, situation or event that's going to really help you at this time. Okay. And so we have two cards of 22. So I definitely feel like some of you may be seeing 22. Like I said earlier, 222, you may be 22. You maybe have a life path 22, born on the 22nd, however that's showing up for you. But the 22s showing up twice reduces to the 4, right? 44. So, you know, 4s represent stability, foundation, security, stability, safety, things like that. So I definitely feel like, you know, for those of you that have felt or have been feeling like your foundation isn't as safe, isn't, you know, providing a safe haven for you, I definitely feel like that's changing. But this is also a time for you to really keep and maintain your sense of faith, your sense of trust in the universe, that things are turning around for you, that you are protected, and things are shifting in a positive way on your behalf. Okay. I definitely feel like it's going to require you to really be in your confidence at this time, Leo. Especially, like I said, for those of you that are in this period of darkness, or it feels like you can't see the way ahead. You really don't know what the next step is. You don't really know maybe where your path is taking you, let alone the steps you're being guided to take to assist yourself in navigating that process. This is where your guides are asking you at this time, Leo, to really be confident. Okay. To be in this poised energy of, you know, trusting the process, being open, being receptive, being confident that, you know, when the time is right, that the opportunities will present themselves. So all you're supposed to be doing right now is really reflecting, maybe reflecting on the dreams that some of you guys are having, especially for those of you that are having dreams that are quite vivid, that maybe don't make a lot of sense right now. Still recall them, still meaning document them, whether it's, you know, through writing or voice recording. I typically like to voice record mine. Because it's too much for me to try to write first thing when I first wake up. It's already enough to try to talk. Like most people who know me, they know I don't talk at all when I first get up. It's not like anything personal. I'm just, it's not it's not part of my process to talk first thing when I first get up. I need that time for myself to, you know, kind of gain my footing. So for those of you that, you know, are having prominent dreams right now, I definitely feel like your guides are talking to you through your dreams at this time. Especially for those of you where you've been asking for guidance, seeking guidance, you know, kind of like wondering what the fuck is going on. I feel like your dreams are definitely giving you signs, giving you answers, or revealing answers to you. And also for those of you that are guided to or have been journaling, you will also find answers there as well. Okay. So let's get into some tarot here for you guys and see what else your guides would like you to know at this time for my Leos, that will help them, that will align them, give them clarity, encouragement, insight to what they need to know to help them continue to push forward, help them on their journey to their highest and best timeline. Let's see, what do you guys need to know? Most High for Leos. So we have Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups, Five of Swords, and the outcomes of Five of Pentacles. That's interesting. So 2 cups here, and then 5-5. Okay, so 5-5-5, 3-5. So things, like I said, Leos, are definitely changing at this time. Okay, we do have the Hierophant here at the bottom. So the Hierophant is a Taurus energy, and so some of you may be dealing with the Taurus, but others of you, this is followed by the Chariot. Okay, so some of you definitely maybe have a suitor coming towards you, or someone that you're going to end up marrying. Okay, I feel like for some of you, this could definitely be causing a lot of stress. Some of you may be kind of guarded when this person comes in. This could definitely be someone from your past, or someone from that maybe is challenging you to grow. Okay, for some of you, this is could be definitely someone that you are already aware of, meaning someone that is already in your experience, someone that you already have some type of history with, that has maybe taught you a lot of lessons, or that you've maybe learned a lot from. For others of you, though, this is marriage. Okay, we have the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups here. So like I said, for some of you, this is a brand new connection, a brand new opportunity. For some of you, this is someone, your divine counterpart, and some of you have been having dreams about this person. Some of you, this person has presented themselves in your dreams, and this person is going to help you grow. Okay, for some of you, it's like you guys are going to help each other in that way, and it may feel conflicting. For some of you, it may cause some conflict because it may be uncomfortable. It may be something that you're not expecting. Okay, but I definitely feel like this person is maybe here to teach you something. Okay, so whether this could definitely be a connection, like I said, that some of you are already a part of, that you're already in, and it may be teaching you how to love yourself a bit more. For some of you, this part of the growth process is that you're learning here, is that, like I said, for some of you that you're already with this person, you could be dealing with the Taurus, it could be with the Cancer. I feel like some of you are in this process of growth. Okay, and I feel like this connection is maybe teaching you how to love yourself. So some of you are being guided at this time to really do some reflecting, to take some time to go within and really sit with yourself, by yourself, on your own, in your own energy. Especially if you're feeling like someone is manipulating you, or, like you're not really sure how this person feels about you, things like that. Some of you are simply outgrowing a connection. And that may be what this outcome here energy represents, is someone that you're leaving out in the cold, or you're needing to leave out in the cold, and being confident in your decision, if that's, if that applies to you. Okay, some of you are definitely being guided to leave something out in the cold. This could definitely be someone that you are married to, or someone that you're just highly committed to. This person could be someone that just came into your experience to teach you lessons, maybe to teach you about self-love. Okay, teach you how to love yourself, how to put yourself first. And I feel like some of you may be having dreams about this, or your dreams may be, like I said, definitely talking to you. They may definitely have messages for you. But I feel like, when you learning whatever this, I feel like this connection is teaching you at this time, that is what's putting you in alignment. And I feel like, yes, it definitely may be comfortable, but I feel like for some of you, it's teaching you how to have boundaries. Okay, I feel like it's teaching you how to, kind of put yourself first, how to stand up for yourself, stand your ground, stand up for what you believe in, what's true for you, and not be swayed, or to allow yourself to be swayed by others' opinions, or by, how your decisions will affect other people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying to not consider how your decisions affect other people, but at the end of the day, you still need to do what's best for you. Okay. And that could be challenging for other people. And that could be what this Five of Swords here represents, is, kind of like outgrowing, like I said, outgrowing a connection, and really not knowing what that looks like on the other side of that. This is, a period where I feel like some of you are really being asked to have faith, to really, take the time to reflect on, does this connection serve me going forward? Is this going to help me align to my highest timeline? Is this connection in alignment with the goals that I have for myself moving forward? And I feel like for some of you, you're kind of, on the tail end of that process, discovering that no, this connection isn't in alignment, and, it's not for me anymore. I need to go ahead and just, abandon, kind of like jump ship, abandon ship. And it's not to say like you're a quitter, or you're just going to abandon your family or something. You know what I mean? It's not coming to me that deep, or kind of like that messed up, right? But it is just saying that I feel like some of you are definitely coming into this energy of realizing that change is definitely necessary at this time. There's something, or a connection, an environment, whatever that is for you, that you are outgrowing. And for, the way it looks is definitely a connection for some of you. Okay, if this is resonating, or for those of you that this does resonate, this is definitely looks like a connection that some of you are already in, or and it also for some of you is a connection, the connection you have to yourself. Okay, where you're kind of like being guided to kind of go within and reconnect to, both aspects of yourself. So whether you're a man or a woman, the gender doesn't matter, but connecting to your own divine feminine and masculine energy within, especially, whichever side, whether, or, even if it's both sides that you feel like don't get enough love, that don't get enough appreciation, or that is difficult to deal with. This is a time to really reflect on, how can I help that part of me grow, or how can I help that part of me, how can I love on that part of me a bit more? Okay. I feel like there's definitely something that some of you are learning at this time that's going to help you move forward, that's going to put you in alignment to the blessings that I feel like some of you are definitely calling in at this time. Okay. So let's clarify this energy. We'll use this deck. So let's see. It really just feels like you guys are definitely outgrowing some type of connection here, whether it's like a aspect of yourself, that's been kind of like challenging you. I feel like you're kind of like realizing that, I've outgrown that version and I just need to leave that part of me behind. But for others of you, this is being reflected to you through an actual individual that you've been in a connection with, or someone that maybe some of you are married to or just been with for quite some time. I feel like if this is a connection that some of you are outgrowing, it's just, it's just letting you know that you've learned all you needed to learn from this person, all of what you were meant to learn from a connection, as to why you guys, energetically signed up to experience, each other in this lifetime. You've fulfilled your contract, because that's also what the Hierophant represents, is not only being a teacher, being enlightened. This represents marriage, traditional values, religious organizations, things like that. But this also represents lessons and contracts and things that we sign up for in order to teach us something, or in order to teach the other person that we're having that experience with something. Okay. So I definitely feel like some of you, especially if this is someone that you're with, that you guys have maybe just arguing a bit more, having, a lot more fights or arguments and things like that. I feel like that's kind of like, your sign or indication that if it's becoming more trouble than, more negative than positive, that's just meaning that it's time for you to, kind of like leave something where it's at. It's not, it's like we want people to change and we try to encourage people to change and grow. But sometimes, from what I'm learning from my own experience, is that sometimes you have to just let people, be where they are and let them find the growth and, that process on their own when it's meant for them to find. We can't make people or force people into change just because we are, right? And I just realized too, today is December 5th. So the word of today is let the ocean worry about being blue. So you can, I would like for you to contemplate on your own what that might mean for you. Let the ocean worry about being blue. So it kind of is giving me indication, at least, of, kind of like letting things, like things that don't concern you, or that aren't really directly tied to you, that you're not meant to worry about, to not worry about that. Kind of like let the government do what the government needs to do. Let your, your family or other people, let them worry about their own growth, and instead, take the time to go within on your own and, reflect on what you need at this time. Okay. So let's clarify the Two of Cups. Spirit, why is it here for Leos? Clarify the Two of Cups. Whoa. So we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah. So it definitely feels like I said, some of you, this is a connection that maybe has been quite stable. Nine of Cups. Okay. Let's clarify the Five of Swords. For some of you, this is what's coming in. And that's why you're kind of like being guided to do some reflecting. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords here. So, I feel like some of you, it's like you may feel happy with this person, but at the end of the day, I feel like some of you are starting to see that this person has maybe some manipulation tactics, and some of you are being guided to reflect on, why did I attract that type of person? For me personally, when I've, it's difficult to ask ourselves these tough questions, but it's necessary to ask, why did I attract such an individual? So if I feel like that person is manipulating me, it gave me an opportunity to ask myself, where am I manipulating myself? Where am I trying to convince myself that this is my person when I have all these red flags telling me they're not? What am I ignoring that they're trying to show me? You know what I'm saying? And really allowing myself to be honest with myself, to, see how she has that cup in that little cage right there, that's like putting her emotions aside and speaking her truth. With the blue flag there, that represents the, her truth, the throat chakra. So it's like putting our truth above our emotions here. Okay. So I feel like some of you are being guided to do the same thing at this time, Leo, where especially for, connections that you guys are in that are really feeling challenged, are really challenging you at this time, or really creating conflict in your life. Okay. I really feel like this is, really spirit asking you to really put yourself first, to really think about what makes me happy, what makes me feel fulfilled. And, any conflict, people that are trying to manipulate me or confuse me or make me overthink or question, what I deserve, and question, if I deserve happiness, or if I deserve to, have a divine connection. This is a time to really get clear about, why did I attract such a person? And is there really truth and validity behind how they're making me feel? Or is that, an aspect of me that has been projected on me through someone else that I need to identify and therefore release? Okay. And I feel like you guys are really exactly where you need to be. And so for those of you that are really feeling like you're in a dark place, I feel like you'll really come out of that by doing some reflecting, by really, whether it's through meditation or, like I said, journaling, voice recording, however that, there's different ways that you can choose to express yourself. But I definitely feel like at the end of the day, you guys are you guys are leaving something exactly where it's at. You guys are abandoning something, a person, a version of yourself, however that's showing up. I feel like you guys are definitely leaving something behind though at this time, or you're being guided to. Okay. Because I feel like wherever you guys are going, whatever this is, it's not meant to go where you're going. Okay. So, for some of you, you're definitely calling a new love. That could also be what this is, or it's marriage. And for some of you, you guys may be conflicted about it. You guys may be kind of like in this energy of, not really feeling like you could trust it. Maybe not feeling like you can trust whatever is being offered here, especially when it's tied to our emotions. When we've been hurt, we definitely want to protect that, right? So let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. Why is it here for Leos? Most high. And this is also too, death in reverse. So this could be a Scorpio energy here, but for some of you, this is like abandoning something. Some of you are essentially going to end up abandoning something or someone that maybe doesn't want things to end, that doesn't want to see you grow, that doesn't want things to change. And for some of you, this is like someone who refuses to change. Okay. And that could be another reason why some of you at the end of the day, this is, how this is playing out, where you guys are going to end up leaving behind something or someone that you feel like, yes, they make me happy, they make me feel fulfilled. However, this person is manipulative, or, we argue a lot. I love them, I care about them, but we argue a lot. We don't really see eye to eye, or, they're maybe hindering my growth in some type of way. Okay. I feel like some of you, this is, really asking you to trust the process, that if you're being guided to leave something behind, especially people, if it's a person that doesn't want to change, that refuses to transform or do things differently, it's kind of like choosing the latter. Okay. Choosing yourself in the situation. And that's sometimes all we can do is be the example for other people. And, if they choose to get on board, great. And if not, then it is what it is. Yeah. Look, Five of Swords at the top. Okay. So like I said, Queen of Wands here at the bottom. So I definitely feel like, it may cause conflict, whatever it is that you guys decide to do here. But I feel like at the end of the day, you've learned your lessons here. So it may definitely cause you some, it may feel, stressful. You may have anxiety when it comes to this, but I really feel like some of you have learned everything you needed, or have, was supposed to learn in a situation. And I feel like once you start reflecting and doing that reflecting process, you'll see that for yourself. That, once you realize that I've learned everything I was meant to learn here, and now my growth is taking me, to places that I can't really see right now, doesn't mean that I don't need to go. It doesn't mean that you don't need to find out what that's all about. But some of you, it's like, it's really putting you in alignment to, blessings, to things that you've been asking for, to things that you want to experience in this lifetime. But at the end of the day, it's like, you're going to need to, take the action that you're being guided to take, whatever that means for you. Okay. Cause I feel like for some of you, there may be a connection that some of you are in that you feel like, you've been there for so long, or you've invested so much and things like that. But if a person isn't changing, or they're hindering your growth in some type of way, at the end of the day, a decision needs to be made. And I feel like, you guys are being guided to essentially leave something out in the cold, because something or someone is not going to change. Either they're not ready to right now, or they don't want to at all. Okay. And, that's essentially going to create problems for you going forward. Okay. So I feel like, the peace that some of you are looking to have in your life and your experience will only be found once you allow yourself to make the sacrifice to leave behind things that no longer serve you, or that is essentially holding you back right now. You guys, I feel like, you feel exactly what needs to be done. But the comfort and the, darkness of, the unknown, and not knowing that, you'll be okay if I abandon this, if I leave this person behind, even though, we have a lot of conflicts, we argue a lot. I know I need to cut them off, or I see clearly that this person isn't going to change. There's still a fear here of, am I going to be okay though on the other side of that? Because I can't see ahead. I can't see, what's on the other side of this choice or decision that I'm being guided to make. And that's where, again, the reflecting comes in, is because that will help you identify where your fears lie. Are your fears there because of a projection, or because of abandonment wounds of, this feeling of, well, I did this before and this is what happened. And just sometimes identifying that alone is very helpful, because then you can realize that happened back then, but I'm not that same person. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need to, assume that you'll have the same result, that just because you made a mistake or, had a lapse in judgment in another way before, that'll carry on this time. Okay. So let's wrap up with some messages from the universe for Leos to help them, encourage them, inspire them, to help them navigate this period of their life. Most high for the Leos, what they need to know right now. The Miriam, sacred vision. Okay, anything else for Leo spirit? Divine healing, heart chakra energy, and Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Beautiful. So the divine director here is at the bottom, intervention and purpose. So divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. Okay. It's divinely aligned with this whole message here. So first card out is the Miriam, sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember, love has no boundaries. Okay. So it's like, even if you're being guided to leave something or leave someone behind, you don't have to take it personal. Forgive yourself, forgive them, not because everybody always deserves the forgiveness, but you deserve you deserve to heal. You deserve to release that pain, that energy that if we hold on to, it only creates more problems. Okay. And they only pop up later on. Right. So, and then we have Hilarion, divine healing. Honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Okay. So some of you, like I said, this is what this reflection energy here is about, is, the healing that you guys are being guided to do at this time. Because that'll help you better be of support, or be the proper partner that some of you want to be to someone else. You have to first be that to yourself. So then we have Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. Beautiful. So, like I said, you guys have blessings and things that are trying to come into your life, but you do have to be in the energy to be open and receptive to receive them. Okay. If you don't believe that you're worthy and deserving of having divine connections, by making the sacrifice, right, taking the action that is necessary to align to such, blessings, they're not going to come to you. Okay. You have to be a divine receiver of those things, but, underneath that is abundance as well. Okay. Followed by wisdom, which is another Hierophant card. So you're really being asked to really step into your power at this time, Leo, to really, it's like I said, you've gained the wisdom that you needed from a connection. And now it's maybe time for you to reflect on what you've learned, what it was meant to teach you, why it happened, how it did, and then take the action steps necessary in order to align to the abundant life that you're attracting at this time. Okay. So Leos, that's what I have for you. I really hope this message helped those that needed it. I definitely feel like you guys are exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't feel like it. This dark period is a period of growth. It's a period of reflecting. It's a period of going within, so you can essentially be in this poised energy, this energy of confidence, and aligning to the opportunities as they present themselves. It's like, waiting for a train to come up, but if you're still packing your clothes, you're going to miss it. Right. So this is that kind of like period of, clearing out what needs to be cleared out. So when that opportunity presents itself, or when, the darkness clears, you know exactly what to do, and you're ready to receive the next opportunity, or the, the message, the whatever that is for you.